Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order for October 25th, 2023. We'll start with the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll wait for Tom to come back.
Sure.
You got an update, guys?
Okay, warrant and bills. You guys all signed up?
All signed.
Tom?
Yep.
Okay. Approval of the agenda, we're gonna make a change to that real quick. We're gonna, pull the town administrator's weekly update, we're gonna drop that down.
Have to liaison.
We'll just, when she comes back in, so we'll drop it under a liaison updates for now,
Yep.
okay? Okay, approval of the agenda,
Make a motion to approve the agenda as changed.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, minutes of the last meeting,
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the last month, October 18th.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna skip down to department head, committee chair updates, any? We know Will does.
Will Langley, we started putting sand up this week, we started on Tuesday, we went yesterday, we got about 1,500 yards in there, so we're gonna go to the end of the week and, see what we have from there, and then, also, I just talked to the contractor down doing West Shore Drive, and, everything's done, and he gave me the okay to open the road back up, so if you guys are okay with it, they're still working right now, they're doing they're just cleaning up and everything right now, so, I was probably gonna open it in the morning, first thing in the morning, if you guys are all right with that.
Well, I mean, how long is it gonna take him to clean up? I might as well keep it closed so he can clean up.
Right, yeah, no, that's why I was gonna keep it closed for tonight, and they're gonna be done, they're just down there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just picking up their grade stake, just a bunch of small stuff right now, so he said we should be all set to open in the morning.
Yeah, I talked to him and he said, you want me to open it tonight? I said, no. We'll talk to Will, make sure, because you're gonna have to take all the signs and stuff
Right,
up,
right,
so.
right, yeah, no, if you guys are all set with that, I'll open it in the morning.
Yeah?
I don't see a problem with
Yes.
that.
All right,
So this, we'll do one last full payment for the, because we're doing a week ending Sunday, so,
Yeah. So,
one last.
you've obviously done your inspection on everything.
yeah, I
looks
was
good?
down there today when they're putting the guardrails in and everything, they went by the plans and everything, it looks great, so.
Good, good,
It's
good,
all,
good,
all
good.
hot topped in and everything?
Yeah, they paved it yesterday morning and everything, so, that's in, like I said, they did the guardrails, they mulched everything, put their riprap in, just a bunch of touch-up work today, and like I said, they got the guardrails in today, and everything, it looks great, so.
It's really pretty cool, because you think about in the last 4 years, we've gotten the bridge, the Canal Road done.
Yep.
Got the West Shore Drive done. We obviously
One more to go.
we got the road bridge. I think really one of our biggest priorities is putting some pressure on the state about getting Milton Mills done. I think we really gotta lean on them hard to get that. That's a
Milton
big
Mills
deal.
Road.
Yeah, the Milton Mills Road Bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's right now, one
Yeah.
of those things
Oh,
we
yeah.
really got to, but, well, I appreciate doing what you did over there.
No, thank you to you guys.
We had a little hiccup at the beginning, but you know what, it all came together, and
Yeah.
Curtis did a great job over there.
Oh, yeah, it was,
Boy, they did a nice job.
it was good, they,
Yeah.
Very.
I told him, I says, I'm glad it went well, because I told everybody you could do this job. I don't wanna look bad.
the only thing I have to do, part of the agreement with the road is I have to move all the rocks that are lined up in the roadway, and I just gotta,
Oh, yeah.
and I gotta put the gate back in, so.
Got any barricades or anything you have to get rid of?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Jeanette first thing in the
They'll
morning.
just pick them up themselves. right?
Yeah, right, I just waiting to call them, so I'll call them first thing in the morning, get those out of there, and I'll just pick the rocks up and everything, and, put the gates back in, then we'll be done.
Is he gonna leave that open,
What's that, the
the road
road?
that you built?
No, I gotta put the gates back up, so I'm assuming they're probably just gonna shut it.
Oh, there was a gate there before, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
it was too narrow, I had to take them out, so, but,
Okay, well, and I'm probably thanking, Mr. Roy and Mr. Kittredge for working with us for that. That's been great.
Absolutely.
And, at some point, I think we were discussing that right away.
Did I get the impression from you that maybe that was a non-issue now?
I don't know, it's up to you guys.
I like, if it's all right with the rest of the board, to talk to Ms. Kittredge and see
Yeah, that's
what's
what
up.
Decided
Okay.
last week.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
I'll just kinda get an idea of what that's all about, just so we're sure we're all on the same page. So, thanks a lot, Will.
Thank you.
So, Cory?
Yeah, speaking on the Milton Mills Bridge, during school, I'm guessing the one you mean right by the school, that bridge?
No, I'm
No.
talking about the one
Very
that's
end.
posted down there. Why, what's the matter with that one?
During dismissal, we have cars backed up all the way to it, and it turns into a single
Another
lane
lane?
road, yeah. It's not safe. If you're gonna get on the DOT about expanding, maybe we can get there too. You know, just a thought.
I got some ideas. I'm not gonna say it on TV.
I'm here for APAT though. A couple weeks ago, a major fiber line was cut from Breeze Line. It impacted the whole town.
Yeah.
Once they got that back online and plugged back in, it was an issue in the head unit. It took a while to determine where the problem was. The technicians fixed it. The last meeting it was down because of that issue. And they have rectified the problem and replaced and fixed the head unit configuration. I just wanted to let everybody know that.
Appreciate it. That screwed up everybody, this neck of the woods. I
Several times.
and then some.
think it was a car accident or something like
Yeah,
that.
end of Oak Street.
Yeah, so, okay, any more department heads, committee chairs? No? Okay.
Did you approve the
Liaison.
minutes? I'm sorry.
What's that?
Did you approve the minutes? or-
We approved the minutes.
Thank you.
If you want, we can move you above the liaison updates.
Yeah, just two things, and I apologize for having to step out. Workers' comp audit tomorrow with Maine Municipal, and next Tuesday, general assistance audit from the state of Maine. So that's what we're working on.
We do that, we have one of those every year.
We haven't had an audit from general assistance in probably
Haven't?
5 years, nope.
I must be, I'm thinking of when we vote on the rate.
Yeah, we do have the public hearing coming up,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, liaison updates, Tom?
Sure. Warrant and Finance Committee held their first meeting this week, elected officers. So those are in place, and they began to talk about the upcoming warrant process and budget process. So I thought the discussion went well. There was a request, actually, I informed them that we had a quarterly report that is prepared by the accountants. Received a formal request from the vice chair, I believe it was from the
Vice
vice
chair.
chair, requesting that report, and the treasurer has been reviewing it, doing some analysis to understand if some of the accounts look a little strange, why. She should have that done within 2 weeks, and we'll make sure that we send that off with those comments, so that hopefully your questions will be answered, and you won't have to ask them and go back and forth. So you can expect that on a quarterly basis. I'd love to see that if everyone's comfortable. I don't know why we don't just post it on the website, make it available. There's nothing that is, confidential or anything or in there, and I think it would be good to just post it as part of a transparency effort to
Yep.
keep the community informed,
Yep.
okay?
And we'll post them with the notes from the treasurer.
Yeah, I would too, yes,
Okay.
yeah, why not? With finances, the work has really been around working at that first quarter budget actual report. APAT, we've had some discussions with Mike, he's gonna be joining us a little later in executive session, so that's great. And I was not able to make the first cemetery committee. Is there another one scheduled?
Yes, I believe it's December. I did send an email, and I just sent it
Okay,
to
that would be
the
great.
treasurer and yourself, getting the interest accounts for the cemetery. Remember, Mr. Long spoke last week about which ones we maintained.
Oh, yes, I saw that. You
so,
had
yeah.
requested some background on
So
that.
just
That's
so we can
great.
make sure that we're
Thank you.
doing what we should be doing.
I attended a Mousom
Dam Coalition.
Hmm?
Dam Coalition.
Dam Coalition meeting in Sanford at the town hall, and it was a good discussion. We went over a preliminary budget that they're proposing for the coming year. There were a number of topics discussed, or additional information provided, explaining what's been happening with the finances over the last 2 or 3 years, so I thought it was a productive meeting.
Nice,
We'll keep you informed.
nice. Okay.
But
Ed?
not a thing.
Dan?
Just a reminder that next week, November 2nd, is the Alice Forum, and we've started conversations about what we're gonna see the direction of the Conservation Forestry Committee, since we can't get people to join the committee.
Yeah, so I think we can talk about that just a little bit here if you want. And that's really what it comes down to. The board needs to start thinking about what they want to do and how much longer you want to advertise for members of this conservation forestry. It's an elected position. We have been advertising it for a couple of months now. You know, short of dissolving the committee or asking the town if they want to dissolve a committee, they don't have a quorum. Unless, you know, we're pulling original warrant articles to determine if the forester is a voting member, because that may turn it into 4, depending on what the subject matter is. But the sitting committee members, there's really not a lot for anybody to say. You know, if we can't get members, how do you operate it? Do you ask the voters to dissolve it, or we're pushing as much as we can. We've got it on cable, we've got it on the website, we've got it everywhere that we need members for that committee.
We don't waste anybody's time at the same time, you know. Let's keep it posted for another month. Can we do that?
Yeah, of course.
And, I mean, I'm just thinking, let's give it, so see if we get some legs on this, you know, and something miraculous and.
And maybe if the public hears the possibility of asking them to dissolve it, maybe that might interest someone more, you know.
Yeah, okay.
How many properties do we have that they sort of are involved in? 1 or 2?
Well, I mean, it depends, there's no real guidelines. I mean, there's the town forests,
Yeah.
you know, but, you know, some of the members feel like they should be overseeing all of the town properties. The conservation aspect of it, now that you've combined them.
Talked about that at a meeting there, because, you know, I thought it would be a good idea to combine both those committees, that way, you know, yeah, because you're conserving the properties.
Right.
And then we might get some more interest, but
Doesn't look like
but
it.
we'd have to dissolve, and then,
Well, they're currently one committee, forest conservation, but like the land that we own on H Road, remember the land we took by, tax acquired? Is that, I mean, it's a town-owned property, should they be looking at that as far as conservation? You know, so that's kind of it's hard to answer Tom's question, because, you know, is it just the town forest properties, which are what, just a
But
couple?
I guess what I'm trying to get at
Or
is,
is it
do
all
they
the
have a
town?
meaningful
No.
agenda and, you know, set of responsibilities? If not, is that the reason why we're not getting people, you think?
Well, that was what part of the discussion that we've had, is that they didn't have an ordinance, so they didn't have direction, and we're hoping to get members on this committee
To
so they
write-
could start looking
writing an
into and doing that work. But
if they're
because we
gonna write
can't
an
get,
ordinance, then this might be a time where they can write that ordinance and interject the schools and all that other stuff into it at the same time.
Lower the number of members?
but that's,
Well, I
that's,
don't think lowering the members is good, you gotta have at least 3, you know.
Well, right, but I mean, if we went down to 5, we'd have a quorum now, and now it's 7.
Yeah,
It's a 7-member.
I guess, yeah.
So, we'll keep posting, and if anybody knows anybody interested in that type of work.
Okay, my turn? Okay. Code enforcement, no update, planning board, no update, the rec, I missed their meeting the other night, and, but I got some stuff I want to discuss with them about, their parking lot, and, in an order there that I'd like to, go in, about getting this ball rolling, so hopefully, I'll get in touch with the, chair of the, rec committee and the.
They did schedule some Thursday night meetings like we asked.
They did,
Yes.
okay, yeah, that was one issue is, I specifically said that I don't do Fridays and Saturdays, and they did a Friday, so it's.
So our next one will be on a Thursday, and I'm hoping
Okay,
we
good.
can both join them.
Yeah, so I guess some ideas of how we can expedite this parking lot a little bit. And the Mary Grant, I interviewed a lady tonight that, wants to be on the committee.
Good.
Neat, so, cool. All set? Okay, we're gonna go down to old business, traffic detail.
So that's just pending old business. After speaking with Tom, who kind of headed the idea of some possible hours in the sheriff's department, getting us some numbers. The sheriff did reply. He wanted to talk about Newfield and bringing in some other members from city council. Tom and I kind of went back and forth. He gave me some ideas on a better response to the sheriff's department. As much as we appreciate those other ideas, we're really right now just looking for solid numbers for possible extra detail if we can fund it. So we've sent that response to him, as you indicated, and we're just waiting.
Good, good.
Okay, ordinance, Warren and Waterway draft.
So we have found, from some of the, more similar towns, some ordinances, regarding moorings and some information from the Department of Agriculture on their thoughts. We've put some packets together, hoping that you'll review it. Over the next couple of meetings, we'll bring it back up as an item. So there's 4 packets there.
This is an ordinance.
Thank you.
We had to vote on it down meeting anyway, so.
Yep.
There you go. This is, I think, a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
It's something I think we can do. Where am I? New business, abatements and supplements.
Okay, so there are 2 abatements and 2 supplements tonight. The first one is an abatement to Denise Pepin, tax map 223, lot 6. There was a home on the budding lot that it was essentially taxed to her, so we have removed the $239,000 valuation, which equals $1,544 in taxes, and in turn, we have created a supplemental tax bill for Isaac Pepin, who actually should have gotten the tax bill, so these just completely washed each other. The other is true, the same with Allison Purvis, who was, taxes were committed to her, she was the incorrect owner, she had sold it by April 1st, so we're zeroing her valuation out completely, and we are sending a tax bill to Thomas and Gloria Willie. So, no real changes, just need some signatures. First on the 2 abatements,
We're gonna make a motion on those.
please.
Red.
Make a motion to approve a tax abatement for Denise Pepin Revocable Trust in the amount of $2,265, and Allison Purvis in the amount of, is that the $4,784?
Yes, we're abating the entire thing.
$4,784, the full amount. Perhaps I didn't quote the right number. I quoted the 2,000, was it 2 years?
So no, so that looks like what their number is now gonna be, but if you read that line down, that's how much the abatement actually is.
Sorry. For Denise Pepin Revocable Trust, the abatement is in the amount of $1,544. And for Allison Purvis, the amount is $4,785.
Second it.
All in favor?
Okay, so the supplements come with,
What do you want to?
supplements come with a little extra paperwork that you really don't need. These are just the actual 2 tax bills that are gonna go to the Willie family and Isaac Pepin. What you need is the certificate of supplemental tax commitment and the 2 letters. And that is just,
Okay.
Tom, for your reference. It numbers right in front of you, that's probably the easiest.
Here?
Yes,
Okay.
supplemental tax bills.
Approve supplemental commitments in the name of Isaac Pepin in the amount of $1,465, Thomas P. and Gloria Willie in the amount of $3,763.
Second.
All in favor?
And in case you're wondering, taxes were due on October 17th, but when we sign supplements like this, we push the tax date for their first payment to December 17th to give them time since they weren't properly billed.
Okay.
While we're on tax issues, there was a comment the other night at Warren where, that I think is more appropriately dealt here than Warren and Finance, where a member there was approached about, questions about the increase in their taxes. I assumed there was a process, I know there was a process where the assessors opened that up. Individuals had an opportunity to come in and have a review of their assessment. If somebody still has the dates passed to when that can be dealt with?
No, nope, they should really contact the tax collector with any questions regarding their assessment of their taxes, because there's a an abatement process that they can apply for. So even if you met with them and they didn't agree with your changes, there's still a formal process where you can actually appeal it. And as much as I appreciate the Warren Finance, there's nothing.
It's
they
really
can-
out of
yeah,
their
it
purview, and,
completely, right.
and so I'd love to
So we're
kind
happy to
of
help
get them
send
out
them
of
our
it
way.
and
Yep.
get them to the right place, so they should come to the tax office
Yes,
for that.
absolutely.
Okay,
The
great.
only thing they really, is down their avenue would be, they didn't like this tax rate we set.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
They
thank
don't
you.
know that. Okay, let's see, here we go. Come on, just do the abatements, okay, freedom of information request.
All right, this comes from Shaheen and Gordon, PA, care of William Baker. We are requesting any and all Town of Acton Planning Board meeting minutes from 2004 and 2005 pertaining to the Loon Ridge subdivision, Youngs Ridge Road and Priscilla Lane, tax map 138, lot 8. So, we are
Did
actually,
that come from an attorney?
yes, it did.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought that's what it was.
Yep, so we've, sent over response that we received it, we have indicated what we believe the cost will be. We actually got that last Thursday, so Codes is actually already working on it, I believe has completed it, but we don't release it until you see it. So that'll go on the website, like the other one, with our response.
Awesome, thank
That's
you.
good.
Zone ordinance book fee.
So I am certain that sometime over the last 20 years, if not more than once, we've talked about the zoning ordinance book fee. In chatting with the code officer and the land use, they don't, it's not on any of their fee schedules. Somehow it just got missed in the reproduction of the document, so it's a good time to review it. So I wanted to bring it forward because we have had a couple people come in and purchase one. I did send one on good faith IOU, so I trust that we'll be able to get that resolved. The document itself is 112 pages. Per your current policy, assuming that's front and back, you get, it's 50 cents per page. So automatically that brings you to $28. There are 3 colored maps in there per your current policy. There is $1 per page for a colored map. So we're now at $31. It has a special cardstock paper on it. It's a clear sheet and it has a binding. So the recommendation is $35. I mean, there's no markup in that. It covers, barely covers the time of putting it together, and it covers the supplies, which is what we're trying to do. So we're looking for your thoughts on that, so we can make it official, charge accordingly. It is free on the town's website.
I think it makes sense if it's just covering the cost of.
I mean, yeah, we're not increasing it any. I
Yeah.
mean, we were at 31 just on the copies. So all we've added is the cardstock, the black binder clips, and,
If somebody wanted one and they have a copier at home, they could print one.
absolutely.
Or they can just read it online.
We can read it
Can
online.
they download it and have it on their
Yes, yep,
machine?
PDF, absolutely.
So what's your recommendation, 30?
$35.
35?
Sure. I'll make a motion.
I mean, that's as close as the
$35.
actual prices we can get.
Yep.
I think that sounds.
Discussion on this, Dave. You wanna ask?
Did you make a motion?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Do a second.
Second.
Okay, I'm gonna open this up to discussion. Any discussion?
Plus postage.
What's
We
that?
don't,
Plus postage is the mailman.
yeah, we won't mail, we don't generally mail them,
Yeah, you come and get it.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, well,
right.
no
No comment?
discussion?
Perfect.
Okay, all in favor?
All right, so we'll add that to his fee list, thank you.
Awesome. Okay. I think we probably don't wanna do the public comment. We've got
No,
an
we got
appointment
appointments
and
and
stuff.
stuff too, so.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
Make a motion, we go into executive session 4056A1, personnel.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Back in a little bit.
What
we
time
back
it
on?
is.
6:50.
I move that we come out of executive session personnel issue 4056A-1 at 6:50.
Seconded.
All in favor? Okay, no decisions. Okay, do I hear a motion?
Make a motion, we go into executive session again, 4056A-1 at 6:51.
Second.
All in favor?
I got comfortable.
All set? Okay, got a motion?
Make a motion, we come out of executive session, 4056A1 at, when is it, 7:17, something like that?
7:18.
Okay.
A second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay, we're in an executive session with Mr. Langley. I guess he's not here. Okay, and we had a discussion with him about the appointment and extending it, to the, June 30th deadline. We figured it would be, this time of the year, winter time, making the transition between new road commissioners and that. He was willing to go to the June 30th, and, from there on, you know, whoever wants the job can run for it. So we appreciate him doing that, so do I hear a motion?
Make a motion that the board appoint William Langley as the road commissioner for District 2. That's an appointed position, effective the 25th of October through June 30,
Yes.
2024.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, and, public comment.
Ah,
Sorry, we're gonna sign it first. I was,
nope, that's another one you asked me to do.
oh, you're right, I'm sorry. I
Say it
even mentioned, I
again.
mentioned this at the
coming
beginning of
out,
the
yeah.
meeting,
Hey, you
too.
want to make that one?
Oh, I'm gonna make the motion there. How do you pronounce it?
Marcia
Marcia.
Y.
Marcia, that's it, Marcia.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Fancy.
Earlier today, I met with Marcia Y. about joining the Mary Grant. And what we've been doing is bringing in committee members before we appoint them. And so I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Marcia Y. to the Mary Grant until 6/30/2024.
Seconded.
All in favor? Okay. I have that one first, right in front of me. And while we're signing this, public comment. Any?
Joyce Baxino, because a while back I made some comments about the welcome to Acton sign, I would just like to say it looks fantastic, and whoever did it, a big thank you.
Yeah, it was on Facebook there, and it was, that looked good.
Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
not
that.
on
It's awesome.
Facebook, so I
it
didn't
looks
see that.
great.
But it looks great. It looks great. And, you know, and thanking people, anybody who had anything to do with our new culvert. Great job. I've
Top of
got-
West Shore Drive.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I call it my culvert, you know.
What's that?
I said I call it my culvert,
Yeah.
you know, on the road. But yeah, no, I've got a couple of great pictures and some from the water.
I'm
And
just excited to
not,
see.
not only that, David, but using that detour road, there were times when we'd be going down the road and there would be a truck coming down. And there was never a time when those guys didn't sort of give way to the cars,
Yeah, they're
those
very
big
courteous.
trucks. So I think they were very,
Yeah, they
mindful
weren't,
of
they weren't
people.
gonna haul, and I'm sure they're just being precautious because
yeah,
of that.
but no, that made it very, very nice. But, you know, good job on that.
Yeah, we're just excited about seeing it done, because this has been something there, you know, between all the public hearings,
Yeah.
engineering.
Well, you think about all the options we had and, oh, you can't do this and you have to do that and.
Worried about
it-
getting fined.
Fined, and everything really came out in a way that.
3-year process.
that I think the people on the lake are very happy about.
Yep.
Quite frankly, and I think the town should be happy as well.
Good evening. I got an issue that's been going on for a while now. I noticed you guys have posted Front Street for private passenger vehicles only,
Yeah,
and there's the Well Company on Milton Mills Road that they use it as their throughway to get in.
what?
Like, they come down Milton Mills Road through Front Street to go over to New Hampshire.
Yeah,
And I talked to them about it, and I told them they should use County Road, and they've
who you
been
talk to? Who you talking
Is
to?
it like a truck?
Streeter and Sons.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, we're trying not to name any names there, but yeah. So
With their small,
Individuals are still using that road as a cut through?
yeah, they are.
Okay,
And me and my wife have 2 small children. Our neighbors have small children. And it's just unsafe having them come down the road. Plus, with how terrible the road is.
yeah, I mean, we posted that road because the tractor trailers are coming around, you know, making that corner, we figured someone would get killed on that corner. you know.
Yeah.
The turning radius isn't there, and of course, they kept running over the rock wall there at Sharon Jackson's place there, because it's just the turning radius is just,
What kind of vehicles are you talking about that are using it as a cut-through?
Big well drilling trucks.
I see.
yeah. The issue with
That's
that
not,
road,
that's.
it's
yeah.
not good.
Is it primarily a single individual? Because if so, maybe we
It's-
could just reach out and talk to them.
It's the whole company.
Yeah,
What-
No, I
so
mean,
it's-
but we
it's
could talk to
company
one
that-
person maybe
one
and,
company, yeah,
and kind of resolve this, hopefully.
Yeah, the owner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, every now and then there'll be a dump truck that comes through,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really bother us.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I don't mean to interrupt you. And one of them is usually never going the speed limit. They're usually speeding through the road.
well, what we can do is, would you like to make the other liaison?
I can talk to him. Sure.
We'll make because what I've been doing, because we having so many issues with the commercial trucks, we've been making a lot of complaints about engine brakes, this, that. And, you know, it's hard to enforce it, you know, but what we've been doing is making phone calls and hoping that the companies, or anybody that's driving a commercial truck, we're just heeding our warning, that, you know, won't have to get law enforcement involved anymore, we have to. Ed will speak to them.
Yep.
And just tell them to start using the county road like they're supposed to.
Yep.
There's a reason why that's posted. And if it continues on, then come on back up or send us an email and,
All right.
and
Let
then
us
we'll
know.
figure it out from there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Any more public comment? Okay, do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Seconded.
All in favor? Good night, everybody.